Hello, good evening, and welcome to a new episode of Arguably the Reading Quest. I'm Nishant. Before we start the video, just an honest appeal. Please subscribe to my channel and please watch the video till the end. So, it was once recommended by one of my audience in the comment section that I should do a video on the greatest English novels in India, and I thought of doing the same today. So, in this video, I'm going to show you, seven novelists, uh, that have hugely shaped and influenced the Indian English novels in the Indian diaspora. Uh, I have talked about some of these novelists in other contexts as well, but because the theme here is such, so that, some names that I have always talked about needs to be included in today's video. The very first name that, invariably comes to our mind is none other than R.K. Narayanan's Malgudi's Landscape. Be it R.K. Narayanan's Malgudi's Landscape, be it his The Guide, be it Swami and Friends, be it Bachelor of Arts. I mean, this is, a lifetime of work from a novelist of, exceptional genius. One who should have been awarded a Nobel Prize in literature, but somehow he couldn't. And, one who has shaped the English reading and writing and the school textbook of 70s, 80s, 90s, and 200s. So close to 5 decades of storytelling in India. So this needs to be read. R.K. Narayanan, definitely. Another novelist that is known for his scathing take on social issues of great importance. So this time I'm recommending Untouchable by Mulk Raj Anand. There's a very scathing commentary on one day in the life of a manual scavenger. He wakes up in the morning, he went to his work, and then in the evening he came back. What kind of trauma, what kind of taboos he encountered, what kind of, the horrors and the brutalities of caste system that he encountered. So into this recreation of one day in the life of the sweeper and the latrine cleaner, properly speaking, a manual scavenger, Mulk Raj Anand pours vitality and richness. So page by page, this novel, binds you. It's disturbing novel. What kind of India, we left behind. Thankfully, we left behind. Uh, and the preface to this edition, particularly the Penguin edition that I have, is written by none other than E.M. Forster, who is very famous for writing his A Passage to India. So remember, A Passage to India is written by E.M. Forster, a Britisher, and A Passage to England is written by an Indian, Nirad C. Chaudhary. So that is besides the point, of course. So the preface is written by E.M. Forster in the year 1930. Remember when the whole India was undergoing a kind of nationalistic fervor, Mulk Raj Anand was writing in English, an alien tongue, a colonial tongue, and still making his mark, as deeply felt as that of Tagore and Faiz and Amrita Pritam at that time. So, in the trio of R.K. Narayanan, Mulk Raj Anand, the third name in the trio is Raja Rao. So I pick up this book by him, The Serpent and the Rope by Raja Rao, in which the erudition of Raja Rao is at its display. Of course, he is known for his chess master and trilogy, Two Leaves and a Bud. Two Leaves and a Bud is written by Mulk Raj Anand, I beg your pardon. But in this novel, The Serpent and the Rope. Raja Rao did more than all the other writers of his generation to establish, you know, the status of English literature in English, Indian literature in English. So it so happens that uh, Rama is a young scholar. He went to France to study and he met, you know, Madeleine in France. And though they seem to like, to each other and they seem that they're made for each other, both alike in temperament and character, at the same time, they are divided and a huge gulf separating them. So this book portrays the underlying contrast between the Orient and the Occident, between India and the West, and how two people, tries to bridge the dichotomy between India and the West. Can they preserve their identities? Or one must sacrifice one's inheritance to make the relationship a success? And with this story, a lot of nuances, lot of nuanced discussion on Indian philosophy, on the Western values, and all such things are discussed. So this is one book that has to be read in your teen. That has to be read in your teen. I don't know how many teenagers know that such a book exists. That's a very sorry state of affair in our country. So these three gentlemen, the trio, has to be read. Another name that needs no introduction, a writer and equally great an academician, again writing in English, and has been awarded numerous prizes, including the Gyanpith Award, is none other than U.R. Ananthamurthy. His Sanskar is very famous. I am picking up a different book by him, that is Bhav. Bhav. So, Bhav is a compelling tale of mystery, passion, and spiritual exploration. Whose son am I? Whose father am I? Where are my roots? These mysteries of past and present are explored, but there are no clear answers to this. And this is at times a lyrical meditation of love and transformation. He is one of India's most celebrated writers. And of course, I mean, mm, you know, equally great as the trio. I mean, it's because I have spoken about him on the fourth number, has nothing to do with the value judgment. It's just chronology, nothing else. So please read Bhav by U.R. Ananthamurthy. Again, very much rooted in the Indian ethos, the Occidental philosophy. At the same time, questioning it with a kind of unflinching curiosity. Please read it. Another female writer, I mean, I have suggested many female writers that are lesser known and obscure, but for the first time, I am suggesting this writer. And this book is a winner of Sahitya Akademi Award by none other than Shashi Deshpande. Please do tell me in the comment section, have you known anything about Shashi Deshpande? Have you read Shashi Deshpande? That Long Silence. So if you want to read some feminist exposition on the struggles of, uh, uh, what to be a female, or what it meant to be a female in 60s and 70s, please read it. So it so goes that, when Jaya's husband is interrogated for business malpractices, Jaya was a small-time writer, attempts for the first time in 17 years of marriage to break free of the long silence of her existence. She introspects her life on various roles and relationships and begins to look at them with a new vision. Haunted by memories of her past, Jaya grapples with a difference with her husband, frustrations in their marriage, disappointed in her two teenage children, and the claustrophobia of her own childhood in a small suburban Bombay flat. So, this is a portrayal of a woman's struggle while negotiating with the constraints of her life. And this has been, awarded Sahitya Akademi. Please read it. These are, guys, some of the greatest English writings in India, greatest English fiction writings from India. I think, you must give them a try. Anita Desai in custody. I have done a separate video just 2-3 weeks ago. So, In Custody again is a sensitive portrayal of human nature. Anita Desai at the peak of her power. In Custody is a lamentation on the gradual loss and corrosion of culture and tradition in the face of modernity, and how that we all are in custody in this complex web of human and family relationship, and there's no escape. One zoo leads to another, another zoo leads to another. We are all but in different zoos. So Human Custody, in Custody by Anita Desai. One book that I suggested, one writer that I suggested some 2 years back at my channel, but again strongly recommending her, is Rama Mehta, Inside the Haveli. Rama Mehta, this book has been awarded. I don't know, I bet most of you would not be knowing about Rama Mehta. An immensely engaging and intriguing female writer who has been awarded a Sahitya Akademi in literature somewhere around the year 1980, 81 or something like that. So, Inside the Haveli. Inside the Haveli is about uh, a vivacious Bombay girl called Geeta. She was educated, married into a conservative family, and abruptly finds herself living in her husband's, ancestral Haveli in a Parda system. Faced with this another tradition, Geeta fights to maintain the modern values that she has always lived by. And please, no, this was not a belligerent fight. This was a very graceful, writing her own grammar of emancipation in the complex web of patriarchy. So I hope you will like this, and how he manages to, how she manages to carve out an identity for herself. So this has also been awarded a Sahitya Akademi. So guys, seven novels in total. 7 novels in total. I hope you will enjoy it, and I hope I have done justice to the video. All these I have not kept Tagore because he's a different league altogether. I have talked a lot on Tagore, so this was all these writings minus Tagore, who is a universe in himself. So these 7 novels, guys. I hope you'll enjoyed the video. Uh, do let me know what kind of video you want me to make uh, in another 2-3 weeks or month. If you've still not liked, shared, and subscribed my YouTube channel, arguably the Reading Quest, please do that. Happy reading, guys.